Okay, we're live. Cool. Let a few people hop on real quick.
All right. Yeah, so I start off all my fucking podcast episodes by, I say my intro and then I'm like, hold on, let me light up my blunt and then we can get started.
There you go.
Shit, I meant to fucking puff on stage on wholesaling, but my vape pen. Nah, I wasn't gonna light up a blunt. I was gonna light up my vape pen.
Your vape pen.
My fucking vape.
What you puffing on anyway? What is it? What kind of flower is that?
This is Granddaddy Purple.
Oh shit, you doing a beat.
I got some purple. I just bought this shit like a few days ago. So
that's good.
We gotta do something in quarantine if I can stay insane.
That's good. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you that intro real quick. Got some people on. What's up, y'all? It's Antoine Campbell. I got my man BP on the podcast. If you don't know who he is, man, you better go check yourself. This is gonna be a very ruthless episode of Nothing But Nuggets. We're not holding anything back. We're getting straight to the point. If you're very conservative, I suggest you log out. If you have children around, send them out the room. This is not for children today. This is going to be some real shit. We're going to be a lot of profanity, straight to the point. And my guy, BP, I met him at wholesaling. He's one of the realest guys I know in the real estate. He doesn't give a shit. He does a lot of buy and hold. He's very good at teaching people how to reset and recalibrate their mindset. Right now, we're at a point in real estate where a lot of you motherfuckers, a lot of you people need to work on the way you're processing your thoughts. And today we're going to go real deep into your mindset and drop a few nuggets here and there, but most importantly, mindset. What's up, BP? Introduce yourself to everybody and give everybody a spill of who you are and who you're from.
Yo, man, thank you, Antoine, for having me over here. As he said, we did meet at wholesaling. I actually met him because I was talking shit to his wife. I have this thing that if I'm not talking shit to you, that means I don't fucking like you. So that means I must really like your wife because all we did was talk shit for 3 days.
Right.
For y'all that don't know who I am, this is BP, Brayand Ponciano. You can find me on Instagram at Cashflow Creator. I am of immigrant background. I was born in the States. Both of my parents were immigrants from Guatemala. I grew up in the south side of Los Angeles in a town called Southgate, literally across the train tracks from Compton. So all that 90s West Coast rap shit, not only did I hear it, but I saw it. I was there for the Rodney King riots. I was there for all the crazy shit that happened in LA. So that was my background. Eventually, I moved to Phoenix, Arizona. About 15 years ago, I got into the business. I started off as a door knocker, then moved into a wholesaler, then eventually fixed and flipped, then eventually bought and hold, then eventually bought and hold apartment complexes. Now I switched my strategy to buying and holding in the Midwest, and eventually I'm going to turn these properties into notes, and I'm going to trade these motherfuckers on Wall Street. So that's who I am. That's what I'm doing. And as he said, one of my main focuses right now is I don't teach people. So don't even waste my fucking time asking me for coaching in real estate because there's tons of people, Antoine being one of them, who can teach you how to make money in real estate. I don't waste my time on that shit. What I do is I help you get your fucking mindset right. And this goes for anybody who's been in the business or anybody who's looking to get into the business. Your mindset will determine how much you make, how hard it is, how long it's going to take you, how fucking long you stay on top. All of that is determined by the mindset. You know, it's cool to have all these motherfuckers and they're teaching you their fucking cold calling scripts and they're telling you, here's how I send my letters and here's the type of letters that I send and here's what my mailers say and here's what my ringless voicemail say and all this other shit. But at the end of the day, man, that don't get nothing. That might get you a deal or two, but it guarantee you it's not going to sustain you in the business unless you have the right mindset.
Right. I agree. So let's just open it up and just get straight to the point. Why do so many people fail?
Because they don't have a fucking good mindset. Most people live in a world of scarcity. Most people believe that it takes money to make money. Most people believe that you got to work your motherfucking ass off to make money. And I will tell you that each one of those things is fucking false. There's a certain amount of truth to it. So yeah, of course, if you work hard, you can make money. but that's not the only way to make money. And hell, when you talk to real successful people who have lasted, that's the important part of this sentence, lasted in any business. They all started with here. You can't work hard all the fucking time. You're going to burn out. You're going to burn the fuck out. But the main reason why most people don't handle in this business is they don't have the right mindset. They come in here just looking to make money. They come in here just trying to make a quick buck. They see some motherfucker put some post on fucking Instagram who says, check this shit out. I just made 10 grand on a deal. They're like, oh, I want to do that shit too. Not ever considering what it's going to take. Not ever considering how long it's going to be. Now, Antoine, you can attest to this, but when we were both working regular jobs, because I'm assuming you worked a regular job at some point.
Oh, yeah.
We were like, man, motherfuck the boss. That motherfucker don't do shit. All he does is sit in his fucking office, scratching his balls, and we're over here working, and we don't get paid, and he makes all the fucking money.
Right.
Until you become the boss. Then you understand. Then you understand why we take naps. Then you understand why we're fucking frustrated. Then you understand how it's dealing with 100 different people and 100 different personalities. Everybody likes talking about making checks. Nobody likes cutting the checks. Nobody likes paying the bills. Nobody likes doing any of that shit. So people have this misconception in their mind that it's going to be a certain way. And I'm going to tell you guys something. Things are not as hard as you believe that they're going to be, but they're also not going to be as good as you think they're going to be.
Right. And so many people in real estate, they transition from being a W-2 employee to being a boss. Like, what are some things that you can kind of like give people, or some game or some advice to transition from being, because most people that's a W-2, they expect that, hey, things are going wrong. Okay, it's not my fucking job. But when you're a boss, everything's your job and everything's your fucking problem.
Yeah, and that's the thing that people don't understand. It's like, okay, so I work for Antoine, right? And this motherfucker, I'm like, man, fuck this guy. He's a shitty ass boss. I can do this shit myself. I'm tired of having somebody tell me what to do. Well, guess what, motherfucker? When you start your own business, now you got 20 people telling you what to do. And they're called your fucking customers.
Right.
They dictate your life now. They dictate your time. So most people don't know what they're getting into. And that's what I was talking about earlier. You know, people have this misconception in their mind, which is why a lot of people fail. They don't know what they're actually getting into. They say, hey, well, fuck it, I'm going to work for myself so nobody can tell me what to do. But then in reality, then they come and they're like, fuck, man, I need somebody to tell me what to do. You know, it was actually easier for me to blame Antoine and be like, man, fuck that guy. It's because of him that we're not getting enough hours, as opposed to when it's all lays on you and your shoulder. People don't really like that responsibility.
Right. And so what do you think accountability come into play like as an entrepreneur? What are some things that they can do to hold themselves accountable to the point that they don't fold? Because, man, I was at Host Gathering, and then like the same people I seen from Host Gathering, they half the people not even around right now. They done ran back to working a job.
Man, this is why I don't give a motherfuck about any of these fucking influence out there. Because first of all, you know and I know, and I'm not going to drop any fucking names, but most of these motherfuckers are straight up fucking full of shit.
Right.
These motherfuckers are posting on Facebook, on Instagram. They got hundreds and thousands of fucking followers and can't even pay their fucking rent. Fucking borrowing money to fucking throw an event, renting a fucking Lamborghini or a Ferrari so they can post it on a YouTube video. So all you dumb motherfuckers out there watching and say, oh my God, this guy or girl, he knows what he's doing. I'm going to go listen to them. But here's the thing, and that I've learned from speaking on stage, most of these motherfuckers are straight up fucking full of shit. And you guys got to understand that it's really easy to make, well, it's not easy, but it's easier to be successful when the market is going up. You don't have to do shit. You can just buy any house, wait long enough, and you're going to be a successful flipper.
Right.
Most of these people that, as we're noticing right now, once the times get a little bit tough, and mind you guys, this ain't shit. This is nothing compared to what happened in 2007, 2008, that last recession that we had. This is like fucking, this is child's play for that shit. So when you see these people, this is what I'm talking about. The people don't have the right mindset. The mindset is the foundation. Your mindset is your soil. and the nuggets and the information that you get, that's your seeds and that's your water. And you can plant seeds and you can water them all the fuck you want, but if you don't prepare the soil, that plant isn't going to last. If you don't take care of the soil, that plant isn't going to keep on producing fruit. It may produce fruit for 1 or 2 seasons, if that. However, once the time gets tough, if your soil isn't correct, which is your mind, you're going to phase out. And this is what we're going to start seeing this here over the next year or so. This shit's going to affect our economy in such a negative way just because of everybody losing their job. And it's going to be a clusterfuck effect coming together. Eventually, that's going to come into the housing market. And then all of these people that were used to just locking shit up, throwing it on the wall, seeing if it sticks, buying a rehab at 85% of ARV, all these people are going to go out the way, man.
So even, let's talk about that. Even the 85% ARV guys, like, what the fuck are they going to do? You know, like, in your honest opinion, what do you do when you made a career for overselling deals or locking up deals and overpricing them and selling them to the marketplace? What happens when that buyer goes away?
You're going to disappear. Because so let's play this game. Antoine is the wholesaler, BP is the buyer.
Right.
BP is a stupid buyer. He's one of these guys that went to one of these fucking seminars, spent $30,000-$40,000 on a fucking seminar, and now is itching to get into the game, right? So I am locking up properties, the dumb buyers, I'm locking up properties at 85% of value. Now I go and I see Antoine, he's wholesaling properties and he's selling them for like 85% of value. So I'm like, hell yeah, let me lock this up. Let me go. That's only going to last for so long. Eventually, when the market slows down, when the market tanks, I'm hearing right now that appraisals are coming in low in a lot of places. I'm hearing the buyers are backing out of contracts. I'm hearing that properties are sitting on the market for that much longer. So guess what? Now, if I have, and I always did this when I was flipping, I always allocated 10% of the sales price to closing costs. That was closing costs from the title company. That was my realtor fees on the back end. Any type of concessions that I had to make for the seller, which normally, you know, I personally, when I was flipping, I like to deal in the bottom end starter homes just because it's a much wider range of people. So a lot of times those people don't have all the down payment or something, so you have to kind of budget a bit. Anyway, I would estimate 10% on my closing costs for that. So if you're buying this bitch at 85%. You're hoping that everything goes right so you can make 5%. Like that shit is fucking crazy. So anyway, the market starts slowing down. Antoine is over here thinking, oh my God, my buyer Brian, he's buying up all this shit. You know, I'm locking it up more than I should, but he's still buying it. So fuck it, I'm gonna just continue locking them up because he's gonna continue buying. Well, guess what? Once I can't do anymore, once I start eating those fucking closing costs, when I start eating those utility costs, when I start eating those loan payments, those hard money payments, all of a sudden, I'm going to stop buying from you. But you've already made your business on locking up properties and more than you should because there was an abundance of stupid buyers out there.
Right.
So now that shit's going to dry up, and now you're going to dry up too. Because all you know is how to lock up these over expensive deals. And this is where my big issue comes with a lot of these fucking gurus. I know a lot of people that have Facebook group with thousands of motherfucking people that haven't been in the industry for more than a fucking year. For more than a fucking year. These stupid motherfuckers do 3 or 4 deals and all of a sudden they're going to teach you how to fucking run your business. And these motherfuckers have the fucking balls to put together how to survive coronavirus tragedy when they haven't even been in the fucking industry. Shit, experts. My mentor who was in Wall Street doesn't know what's happening. How the fuck is your jackass living in your bunk ass fucking town gonna tell everybody else and charge them for this information, by the way, how to survive the fucking coronavirus? Fuck you. But if you're one of those people that listen to them and you follow their instructions, guess what? If you don't adjust, you're going to fucking tank down because this market is not going to continue the way that it is.
I honestly think a lot of people are sheep, and these people are leading them to the slaughterhouse, right?
Oh my God.
Everybody, like, you know, I've been telling people, like, I'm cool with not being the guy no more. I'm cool with not being popular. I'm cool with people not following me. Fuck all that, right? Because I'd rather impact the people I know that's serious anyway. Majority of the people that's in these groups, um, they just here for exaggeration. They fucking get with. They're not really doing no real estate. They're not really putting in the work. If you give them an actionary plan right now and say, hey, BP, here's a step-by-step plan to go get you 5 deals in 2 months. They're going to look at you like you crazy. Like, what? I'm not doing that. I just want to be on Facebook and like everything you're doing, pretend I'm busy.
Yep. And that's the main thing here is that it's really, and you can, I don't know how long you've been in the business, but I've been in the business 15 years. When I started 15 years ago, there wasn't as many black people in the business. There wasn't as many brown people in the business. There wasn't as many young people in the business. You know, that there's people out there, these influencers that have made it cool for our people to be in the business. Now, dude, trust me, I love the fact that our people are starting to notice, hey, I can be more than a drug dealer. I can be more than a swister. I can be more than a swindler. However, the people that are leading the sheep to the slaughter, they realize that they can talk to these people by showing them shiny shit. Because when you're from the hood, when you're from the ghetto, you don't know any difference. You see a nice car, you see a Mercedes-Benz driving down the street, and you're like, oh, that motherfucker's balling. You don't know that he's leveraged up to his fucking eyeballs. You don't know that he's 2 months behind on his fucking payments. You have no idea. You just see the shiny car with the nice rims, and you're like, that motherfucker's balling.
That's why I tell people, BP, we live in a reality where perception is reality.
Perception is reality. Perception has always been reality. And with social media, we're just able to influence that much more people. Because if you take, let's go back 20 years ago. You're about my age. 20 years ago, we're hanging out, late 90s. You're sitting in your fucking block and you see a nice car drive by. That's going to stay within that circle. 20 years now, 20 years forward, that guy is posting that car on social media, on Facebook, on his clubs and everything. Now, all these motherfuckers that are not in his neighborhood, that are not even in the state, some of them are not even in the country, are going to be like, yeah, that person is the shit. I see him with that car. I saw him with that girl. I saw him. And honestly, bro, this is why I stay the fuck away from most fucking wholesalers. The only reason why I spoke at wholesaling was because Elizabeth is a good friend of mine. And I truly believe that Elizabeth is one of the people that is actually putting in the work, actually been through recession. She knows what the fuck she's talking about. So when people go to her for help, then I truly believe that she's one of the few ones that is actually authentic. However, though, I don't go to any fucking clown fest, man. Fuck those. I don't associate myself with these motherfuckers.
I agree, because she called me up and said, hey, I want you to speak. And I was like, sure, no problem. Because I know for a fact that she's a very solid person. She's always been consistent. I've been following her for a while. So when she asked me to speak, I didn't hesitate. The last 3 events, nobody knows, the last 3 events I was asked to speak at, I turned down. The last 3 podcasts I was asked to speak on, I turned down, because I understand the power of watering yourself down. I don't care about being on everybody's stage. I don't care about being in everybody's picture. I don't care about trending. I don't care about none of that shit, right? I just want to be able to provide for my family, be good.
I'm not looking to be associated with bullshit people.
Right.
So if I had any inclination, and I don't know you personally, but I know a little bit about you. If I had any type of inclination that you're a piece of shit, that you were lying, that you were phony, that you weren't really doing what you say you're going to do, I don't want to be associated with you, because I don't want that shit blowing up. I don't want to be the, hey, check out this guy. He's making a lot of money. He's my homie, blah, 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 blah. And then you found out that this guy was stealing and swindling money and doing stuff from people. And now you're associated with that person, even if you didn't do it. So I stay the fuck away from people. And this is what I always want to tell you newbies. Stay, let me rephrase that. Buy the steak, not the sizzle.
Right.
When I did sales training, I got trained in Verizon Wireless. That was my very last corporate job, and I was one of their sales guys. And we got trained by Brian Tracy. Brian Tracy is one of the old school fucking sales trainers, the badass sales trainers in the country. And
Brian I still follow him on Facebook.
Yeah. And he's still alive. He's old now, but he's still alive. He's still kicking and shit. Brian Tracy became famous for teaching people how to sell the sizzle, not the steak.
Right.
You sell the excitement of the course. You sell the dream. Hey guys, check this out. If you join my course, you could be making X amount of money, but you're not actually selling the course itself. And a lot of these people have caught on to that. And that's where you get this whole fucking culture of social media influencers out there selling the sizzle. And I'm telling you, man, I'm not one to start confrontations, and I'm not one to tell people where to spend their fucking money on, but I just sit here and I bite my tongue when I see all these motherfuckers over the last 3 or 4 weeks. First of all, you see their true colors. So you see who actually cares about the people and who wants to use fear. Check you out while you're losing your job. You should have been an entrepreneur like me. You see those people. And then you also see the people that are using fear. Hey, are you going to lose your business? Well, pay me $200 and join my call, and I'm going to show you how to save your business in the recession.
Yeah.
It becomes a tradition where people follow the shiny objects, and as you said, they're led to the slaughter.
So there's going to be a bunch of people get slaughtered.
Exactly. And one of the things that I would highly suggest to you guys that are newbies, especially if you're newbies and you're looking to get into the industry, because I got into the industry in 2007. So it was right at the end of the last hype. And I really, really didn't get my feet wet and really started doing shit in the industry till 2008, 2009, when the market started tanking. Honestly, one of the best fucking things that I did, because I started in the worst market and the absolute bottom of the barrel, and I had to learn how to make it. And I remember telling myself that if I learn how to make it when it's absolutely the worst, once it actually evens out, I'm going to be a fucking genius.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what fucking happened. But you can only do that from people that are actually doing shit, from people that are actually surviving. And if your mentor isn't holding anything for cash flow, find a new fucking mentor.
Yeah, I agree, man. Cause I sit back and I just watch, like, I guess I'm considered an influencer too. So I hold myself accountable too, and I watch the quality of the content I put out, and I watch the transparency. So you never see me post a check, right? People may even question, am I even doing deals? You never see me show off a car. People may even question, do I even have a car? And the reason is, I don't want to distract you from pure 100% content and value, right? That's all, to me, an influencer should be doing. They shouldn't be trying
I remember that I was posting checks for a while, and it wasn't for my show off purpose. It was more for the attraction of private money, because it was like, hey guys, check this out. My investor let me borrow this money. I'm paying him back. Hey guys, I just got a $50,000 check for this flip. Would you like portion of that money to be with you? Come to me as a money lender. However, even though I was doing it for that purpose, I had a really, really successful friend come up to me, and he told me in private, and he was like, hey, dude, you know that every time you post checks, dude, it makes you look tacky. And me and all my friends that are all super successful, none of us post checks. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. It said, he said something along the lines of, when we see people post checks, we automatically question their intentions.
Exactly. And that was my whole fear of, if I post a check, or if I show something, what do people think my true intent is? That's what you got to ask yourself. And that's why I don't do it, because I just want people to see me for just being able to give out valuable information, and that's it. So what do you think about everything that's going on now with the whole, like, social media space? Like, everything's pretty much virtual. You got, certain people beefing with certain people. Everybody's distracted. No one's really taking the time to do the fucking work. What do you think about people that's dodging the work? Like, what should they do to try to get to the work?
If it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Right.
If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. And that's the reason why most people don't do it. However, to me, that is such a plus, because I know that it's not easy. I know that a lot of you motherfuckers ain't going to do it. And one of the things that I teach my son is I say, hey, look, you don't have to be good. You just have to be a little bit better than everybody else, because everybody else is a fucking lazy piece of shit that isn't even going to try anyway.
Right.
You don't even have to be great. You know, we like to emulate the great, and oh my God, you know, MJ, he's the best basketball player. LeBron, he's the GOAT, you know, but whatever. Those people are freaks. Those people are genetic freaks. That
Right.
you couldn't train enough to be as good as LeBron, even if you started training at the age of fucking 5. There's just, you're not that big, you're not that tall, you're not that fucking strong, you're not that fucking fast. It is what it is. So most people are always like, well, I can't be LeBron, so I'm not even going to try. No, motherfucker. All you got to do is be a little bit better than everybody else. And as you mentioned right now, Antoine, most people aren't doing shit. Most people are taking it easy. I went to Dallas to go record some content for my Unfuck Your Mindset program, and my videographer was telling me about how his stepdad had literally been at home for the last 3 weeks, not doing shit. His company was still paying him, like he was still earning money, and he just literally was, and he fucking was complaining. His stepdad was complaining about being bored out of his ass, not doing anything. Now, mind you, he probably wasn't going to be doing real estate deals or whatever, but he had a little side hustle that he did. He built guns and he built different things for rifles. He was like a gun enthusiastic. He could have been using those 3 weeks to build all this shit to sell. He had many people that say, hey, I love your setup in the garage. He could have been building extra setups to sell to other people, but they don't do it. So just like he's not doing that, most people aren't doing it. And this is a great time for you guys to get into the business, to start slowly. And I always say slow and steady wins the race. This is why I'm not ever impressed. I'm not a hater. I'm super glad for anybody making money. I'm super happy for anybody who makes it quicker than somebody else. However, I am never, ever, 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 ever impressed by people that get a large, high quality of a large number of success in a short amount of time, because that doesn't tell me shit. I want to see somebody who sustained that success for a long amount of time. Fuck you. You've been in the business for less than 5 years, and you may figure out something better than I have, and that's great. That's awesome, and I hope it works for you. However, I'm going to start taking advice from you when you've been in the business for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years. And this is the best time right now when everything is slow, because as you said, most people are just not putting in the work right now. They're fucking taking it easy. This is a great time for somebody who is willing to put in the work to go do the door knocking, to go do the cold calling, to go and rank up the stuff and get people going. This is a great opportunity for anybody looking to take advantage of that.
Yeah, because I see a lot of people, they running away from the problem. Like, oh man, this is another excuse me to be fucking lazy and to be a dipshit.
Yes.
And right now, if it's true, right, BP, if we're in the business of solving problems, it's about 14 million people done got a problem right now because they just filed for unemployment, to my knowledge. Why the fuck ain't
million, actually?
Oh, well, it went up. You see what I'm saying? Why the fuck ain't we doubling up on what we do, right? Why we ain't going the extra mile to follow back up with people who told us no, kiss my ass, get off my phone 6 months ago, and see where they at right now currently. Things changing. Things are changing by the day.
I already know where they're going to be at. They're going to be at fucking home, next to their fucking phone, being able to answer that shit. Like, this is the best fucking time, guys. Right. This is the best time, I'm telling you. And I agree with you. You know, there's two things that are a possibility here. You can either A, put in more work, which does work, or you can do B, which is what I teach, which is focus on your mindset. Take the time that everything is slowed down for you to work on yourself. Because you can pour all the fucking gasoline in your vehicle, but if your vehicle isn't tuned, if you don't have the right mental vehicle, it ain't gonna take you very far. And honestly, Antoine, this is the reason why most people are not following up, are not calling, are not taking advantage. They give up, and it all starts in the mind. Now, let me drop some nuggets here because your shit is called nothing but nuggets.
Right.
This right here, motherfuckers, is known as the process of manifestation. And you're welcome, by the way. The process of manifestation states that your thoughts lead to your feelings lead to your actions, and your actions lead to your results. Let me say that shit one more time. I'll speak it into the mic so you motherfuckers hear it this time. Your thoughts lead to your feelings. Your feelings lead to your actions, and your actions lead to your results.
Awesome. Hold on, BP. Hold on. Your mic. I can't hear you. Give me. I can't hear you. Log out. Log back in.
All right, man. Let me see
There
which
you go. There you go.
camera am I in.
Yeah, we good.
No, I had to disconnect my other camera. It's all good. So anyway, guys, before we got distracted here, I was telling you about the process of manifestation. And once again, just to reiterate, in case you didn't hear me, the process of manifestation states that your thoughts lead to your feelings lead to your actions, and your actions lead to your results. And if all of that stems from your thoughts, why wouldn't we want to focus on our thoughts as opposed to just our actions? Now, I completely agree that actions are important, because if you don't take actions, you're never going to get anywhere. However, most of you guys have such a fucked up mindset that as soon as any obstacle or any excuse to fuck off shows up on your life, you take it. I was going to go door knock, but my sister broke up with her boyfriend and she needed somebody to talk to. So I had to show up and I had to listen to her bitch and complain for a few hours. Well, I was going to go, but da-da-da-da-da. And people just make excuse after excuse after excuse. And it all comes with your mindset. So yes, you should be taking action during these times, but I also encourage you to take some time to look internally, to tune up your car, to change that oil filter that you should have changed, to change the band, to replace the tires, to get in alignment, to make sure that your fucking vehicle, which is your mind, is running as efficiently as possible. So then when you fucking listen to fucking Antoine's show and he's got the next guest and that next guest is dropping some golden nuggets and you're like, shit, I can actually implement. And that's going to be the difference. Honestly, that is the difference between me and most motherfuckers that I know. Most people spend all their time and all their money reading all the books, following all the gurus, listening to all the shows, listening to all the podcasts and everything else out there, and they don't ever take the action. And when they do, it doesn't work out for them. I don't do any of that other than focus on making sure that my car is tuned up. And then when I hear a gold nugget that applies to what it is that I want to do, I can take it and implement it. Do you know, Antoine, that I had never, ever dealt with multifamily? I saw a guy talking about it. I went to his 2-day seminar. I did not pay for the extra mentorship. It was just the initial 2-3 day information that he got. I took that information, and within 6 months, I had my first multifamily complex.
Wow.
That was because I was able to take that information from somebody else and use it because I had the right mindset. And that's what I'm encouraging you guys to do, is I'm encouraging you guys to take this time. Yes, take action because you want to take action, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you are taking the right type of action. You want to make sure that you are taking the type of action that is going to get you to where you want to get to, as opposed to just taking action to be busy.
Right. What's that weird noise, brother? What you got going on over this?
You hear that?
Yeah.
I think that's coming from your end, bro.
You sure?
Probably. Fuck do I know?
Hold
I've never
on.
computer ever. Fuck it. It is what it is.
I don't know where it's coming from. Maybe it is, but we're gonna thug it out. So
let me try this over here, man. Guys, let me use this as a time to show you that part of being an entrepreneur is being able to adjust. So let me check this shit out. Let me do that.
she says a
I
pump
have
noise.
no
They say
fucking idea.
in the
Man.
comments it says a pump noise. They do find somebody breathe with the oxygen mask. Right.
All right, man. I don't know. Either way, I don't fucking know. Yeah, bro. I don't fucking know about this shit.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. This getting good, man. If y'all liking the show, do me a favor and share it to someone who really need it. Someone that you know, you ain't gotta say nothing to them. Just say, hey, watch this for a second. If you know they're full of shit, they always posting on Facebook, they're not doing the work. Let them use this to recalibrate their mind. You know, this is not talking about nobody in particular. This is just to reach the masses, right? I'm going to be bringing on more people that's going to really bring value because, you know, anybody can learn wholesaling. It's cookie cutter. Like nothing I do as far as a wholesaler is life changing or amazing. It's pretty, to me, it's boring. My last business is way more exciting than what I currently do as far as wholesaling. Um, so I want to start bringing on more people. I'm in talks with executives of Fortune 500 companies, all types of people. I think we good. Here we go. Let me get them back.
All right, man. Sorry about that, dude. My GarageBand, which is the program on my my MacBook here that I use to record my podcasts, just fucking started going haywire. Mm-hmm. Never heard that before. So you can hear me good now?
Cool. Yeah, we good.
Okay, cool, man. I apologize for that, guys. Honestly, that is part of being an entrepreneur. Is you just take the bumps and the hits that come and you just roll with it. But yeah, I was mentioning to you guys earlier that I would highly suggest you take this time to work on your mindset, to tune up your car. You know, it's good to get good information. Definitely good to get good information from the right people. You definitely want to make sure that if you are going and getting into this business, which in this business, I mean real estate investing, definitely follow the footsteps of somebody who has successfully been through it. And that's one of the things that one of my mentors tells me is the easiest way to walk through a minefield is to follow the footsteps of somebody who has successfully been through it. And that's why it bothers me when I see people that didn't successfully go through the previous recession. Because there's people that were real estate investors or whatever during the last recession, but the people that didn't go successfully through them and are out there leading people to the slaughter by saying, hey, let me teach you how to get through this recession. Motherfucker, you don't even know what you're going through. So the easiest way to do is to follow the footsteps of somebody. And every time that I've met, the higher the level, the people that I connect with, the more they emphasize mindset.
Right.
The more that they remind you that it all starts and ends right here. The more that they tell you, hey, you know, one of my mentors made $14 million on a condo complex down in Mexico on a piece of land that he didn't own, on construction that he didn't pay, on fucking building that he didn't finish.
He made 14 million.
14 million. Now he met this guy down there who owned a piece of land right on the water, wasn't doing shit with it. So he said, hey man, what if you let me take this land and I'm gonna build something on it and then I'll pay you once everything is done. So the guy said, yeah, that's fine. Then he found a fucking general contractor in there and he said, hey, I'll have you build my 2 buildings here, but instead of paying you money, how about I pay you in condos? So if you finish this work, I'm going to give you 8 condos. And if you finish it before this time, I'm going to throw in 2 extra condos, which would have been worth more than whatever money he was going to pay him anyway. Right. And as an added bonus, I'm going to teach you how to cash flow this shit so you and your family can make money in the future without having to fucking work. So the guy said, hell yeah. So then he met another guy who owned fucking resorts in Cancun. And the dude was like, dude, I'm fucking looking for beachfront properties. The guy bought 90% of the fucking building before they even fucking started it.
Wow.
So he cashed out. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because in order for this to happen, my mentor had to come out of money, probably like $1.5 million or something like that. Most of it was for permits and drawings and shit. He was telling me how he was afraid to cut the check because it was just so much bigger than anything he had cut before. And he told me that it was all in his head. He told me that he had to sit there and remind himself that he had done it before. And the only thing different between that previous deal and this deal was a few extra zeros. And this is what I'm telling you guys, is it all starts with your head. And the higher level individuals that I deal with, they always revert back to what you have here, what you have there. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there is nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new that any guru will teach you or tell you that is brand fucking spanking new. They heard it from somewhere. They were influenced by somebody.
Right.
We're talking about, we have billions. We got 7 billion people in the world like right now that are living. Plus, God knows how many fucking billions of people going back thousands and thousands and thousands of fucking years. You're going to tell me that not one person in that whole fucking time didn't think about your idea? You're that fucking smart? Shut the fuck up. and nobody else is out there. Now, are people putting out good information? Yes. I understand that, like with my unfuck your mindset stuff, I'm not telling you nothing new. I'm just putting it in a way that some people can relate to it better because some people like my style of delivery better. Some people find my style more engaging and interacting than having an old white man say, well, you know, you got to focus on your mind. It's the same information, though. And I'm telling you guys this because I want you to understand that, yes, it's good to get information, but what is really, 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 really important is becoming the best version of yourself, and it all starts right up here.
That's dope. That's dope. So listen, we ain't gonna hold you long. This is awesome. We got to do something else in the future too.
Yeah, sure.
How can people reach you? Because I'm pretty sure people want to know more about you. Tell people about your Unfuck Yourself Mindset podcast, and let everybody know all the good stuff you got going on.
Sure. So first and foremost, if you guys want to reach me, you can connect with me on Instagram. That's usually the easiest way to get a hold of me. If you happen to hear me from the show, send me a message. Let me know that you heard me on the show. Let me know what was your biggest takeaway. And I always appreciate that. And if you guys are interested and serious about unfucking your mindset, I need you to go to unfuckyourmindset.com. And if you don't even know what the fuck I mean by unfuck your mindset, I need you to check out my podcast. And you can find it on iTunes under Unfuck Your Mindset. Just know that the U in fuck is a little star because fucking iTunes wouldn't let me put the word fuck in there. Anyway, what I do is I help people through the journey of unwinding their shit. Every single one of us, I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what you look like. I don't care how successful you are or you're not. We all have a fucked up mind. We all have a real fucked up mind where it's just always negativity, always bullshit. And the reason for that, by the way, is we have something known as our reptilian mind, which is a part of your mind that is instinctive. That's what pumps your blood. That's what, as men, we can't help ourselves when a big, nice pair of titties walks by or a nice booty. And it's no different than women can help themselves when they see a fucking baby and, oh my God, it's so fucking cute. It's instinctive in us. That's that part of the brain. That's the part of the brain that heals you. Well, you don't think and say, "Oh, I got cut. Let me throw some white blood cells over here and let me think about closing this cut." It just happens.
Right.
That part of your brain has been wired to only focus on survival. And the best way that it does that is by pointing out everything that could go wrong, which is why most of you motherfuckers think about nothing but that could go wrong, will go wrong. So anyway, that's a fucked up mind. In Unfuck Your Mindset, which is a free podcast, you guys can go there and check it out, download it. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and give me a 5-star review. I'm like at 76 5-star reviews, and I'm looking to get to 100. So if you guys can help me out, that would be greatly appreciated. But I basically go week by week and I show you guys different topics on how to unwind this fucking clusterfuck that is your mind. And in my program, Unfuck Your Mindset, and if you go to unfuckyourmindset.com right now, you can actually get access to my free lesson. I created a year-long program where every single week I drop a new video, 52 videos total, and I show you step by step how I've been unfucking my mindset for the last 10 years. What my mentor has been walking me through as I unfuck my mindset and these steps that I have taken. So I actually walk you through it. And if you go to Unfuck Your Mindset, you can actually get the first lesson for free. We are currently on beta test mode. So I'm supposed to be launching sometime mid to late May. We're currently on in beta test mode, so you guys can still get access to there. And if you sign up, then I'll let you know. We'll have a pre-launch special, and then I'll let you know when we actually launch. But we'll have some type of pre-launch special where we're probably going to be offering some type of extra bonuses. We might offer lifetime membership. We might offer super discounted price. We might offer a few different things. But that's really where most people can find us. If you guys are on Instagram, at Cashflow Creator. Also, you can follow at Unfuck Your Mindset. If you guys are on Facebook, you can find the Unfuck Your Mindset page. And if you guys are listening to podcasts, especially now when you have all this extra time, yes, listen to podcasts where you get good information and you get actionable steps. But listen and do something else and spend the time working on yourself. And as I always say on my show to end it, if you are truly looking to hit your full financial potential, you must first learn how to unfuck your mindset.
I appreciate you, man. All right, guys. See you guys tomorrow. I got another episode coming with Alicia Renee. She's going to be dropping some awesome nuggets about generating motivated sellers using direct mail on the BNY budget.
Dude, you didn't tell me we had all these comments and questions over here, bro.
Well, man, today I just want to focus on mindset.
We'll have to do it again next time. We'll do like a Q&A with BP or some shit like that.
Yeah, definitely. We'll do a Q&A because we'll be all day trying to answer questions.
All right, brother. So I appreciate the shit out of you. I got to get going. I actually got my meeting with my VA team. I know you're big on VAs over there, but I got 6 Filipinos out there basically running my whole cash flow business, bro. So every single week we go over our apartment complexes. We go over our.
Maria was telling me about that.
Say what?
We definitely got to talk because that's not whole properties. I want to self-manage myself with my VA.
Bro, man. Yeah, we definitely got to talk. And, dude, I'm telling you, this is what we've created eventually. And I'll put you on to this person later on after we talk, but I hired a fucking badass individual that their only job is to systemize, organize, put procedures and processes for every single person in my fucking company. Dude, we got fucking, we got contracts in the beginning. We got whole processes and procedures. We have all the steps for everything. Dude, this shit is laid out as completely. We have a fucking HR department, bro. So
awesome.
This is next level shit anyway, so I got to get going on that. Antoine, make sure that you say hi to your wife for me. You guys that have never met, please make sure that you reach out to me. I appreciate the fuck out of you. And Antoine, let me know when we're doing this again.
Man, definitely. Very soon. Appreciate you.
All right, brother. Y'all have a good one.
All right, brother.